All right, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be continuing our review of the Oakcha fragrances. Okay, so I polled you guys, and you guys wanted me to buy a bunch of them, so I just went all in, and I got 24 of these little samplers. I got 4 different sample sets, and then of course I got a large bottle as well, just so we could kind of take a look together at the presentation and see how that goes. So in this video, we're going to be checking out the fragrances that Oakcha themselves made. So these are their personal collections. This is the original collection, and then the Oud Collection. Okay? If you're interested in checking out the clones that Oakcha made, there will be a link in the description, or you can just check it out on my channel, because they also do a whole lot of clones. Some of them were decent, so stay tuned and check those out if you want. Let's check out the original collection. So in the original collection, there are 5 different fragrances. Okay, this first one is called Dream Fuel. Okay, Dream Fuel is amber woody fragrance. It's got top notes of ambergris and rose, heart notes of pink pepper and berry, which is funny because pink pepper is very much a top note, and then base notes of patchouli and oud. And it's actually a very weak fragrance. I don't really like Dream Fuel. I wouldn't recommend getting it. It doesn't last very long either. Okay. Next one, Cosmic Fusion. Okay. And these are all extrait de parfums. So you're expecting 20 to 40% oil, perfume oil. So it should last longer, and it should have a little bit of a boost to it. So high expectations when they say that extrait de parfum. Okay. All right, so Cosmic Fusion, it's a refreshing sweet fragrance with pineapple and bergamot, and then a heart of lavender and cinnamon, and lingers with notes of ambroxan and vanilla. I'm mostly just getting vanilla here, okay? I'm not getting a whole lot. It's also relatively weak. Wouldn't really recommend Cosmic Fusion either, okay? The next one is called Yukio. This is inspired by combining Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540. So this one is relatively good. It's like a sweet version. It's like a sweet pineapple fragrance, okay? A sweet version of Baccarat Rouge. Or sorry, a sweet version of Aventus. This one's not bad. It has a little bit more strength to it, okay? I would rate this one probably an 8 out of 10, with the other 2 being maybe a 5 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10. Okay, so next one, Sorcery. Sorcery is salt and ozonic notes with a heart of Turkish rose and praline, and then vanilla and amber extreme in the base notes. So amber extreme is actually a real fragrance chemical. Amber extreme, you use it at like 1%, but it just it'll fill the room with a woody smell. Really awesome ingredient. And I do get a good amount of that amber extreme from Sorcery. Yeah, it's a very nice, woody, ambery fragrance. The vanilla obviously contributing to that. Next one we have is Amber Aura, okay? Amber Aura is cardamom and bergamot, and then a heart of rose and jasmine, and then notes of amber and vanilla. Almost an oudy note to it. There's got to be a lot of rose in there. Yeah. Amber Aura, yeah, heart of rose. Okay. Yeah, and in the base, it really does almost have an oudy note to it, even though it doesn't say. It says amber and vanilla in the base. But I think it's just so commonly, rose and oud are so commonly combined together that sometimes you almost smell an oud when it's not there, just because the rose is there, That one's actually really good. I would say 8.5 to 9 out of 10 with this Amber Aura one. I really like that. So next we have the Oud Collection. Okay, so these are all oud-based fragrances. There's 6 of those that came in this sample kit. Each sample kit was around $15. Okay, so the first one we have is Red Katara. Okay, so Red Katara is an oud patchouli fragrance. You definitely get the oud. A little bit of that patchouli. There's some spice in there, some nutmeg and cinnamon, yeah. It's using Rose and Lily of the Valley, very classic oud fragrance, okay? You're boosting the oud with the rose, adding a little bit of florals and some spices in there, okay? So, 7 out of 10, very normal oud fragrance, okay? So next one, Ocean of Gold. This is an oud amber fragrance. Definitely, yes, on the sweeter side. Oud and vanilla in the dry down, in the base notes. It has some sandalwood in there. It's apparently has some thyme in there. I'm not getting a whole lot of that. This one's actually much weaker than the red Katara, so it doesn't have that boost that you really like from those oud fragrances. Usually they have kind of a boom to them, huh? So that one's probably a 6 out of 10. So Sand and Sea. Okay, Sand and Sea, oud floral fragrance. Yep, it opens up with mandarin and peony, which you definitely get the peony. Maybe a little bit of freshness from the mandarin, but not a whole lot. And then some Bulgarian rose and cedarwood. So again, they're kind of taking the safe route. They're adding in the rose and cedar to boost this oud smell and give it the strength that it needs. This one is a little bit more refined. It feels like it's a little bit better blended than the other ones, but it is weaker. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10, okay? Next one, we got Gulf Pearl. Okay, so Gulf Pearl, oud spice fragrance with saffron and cardamom, and then it has rose and ylang ylang. Okay. Ooh, this one is by far the best. It's closer to like an Oud Satin Mood, where they're using nice florals to kind of blend it all together and give it a softness that kind of counteracts that harsh oud that can be kind of polarizing. This is a safer oud blind buy. If you are okay with oud and you like kind of the more easygoing ouds, this one is very pleasant, very unisex. This one is by far the best one of them. This is called Gulf Pearl. Okay, oud spice, yeah. Patchouli and oud in the base, rosy and ylang ylang. I think that one's by far the best one. So that's the one I recommend out of all of them. That's 8.5 to 9 out of 10 territory. That's really good. Gulf Pearl. Okay, Mystical Oud. Let's see what we got here. Mystical Oud, oud white floral fragrance. Okay, so ylang ylang and lime, and then jasmine and peony, and then oud and sandalwood. It was a good idea having that white floral in there. That makes it kind of new and different from the jasmine, but I don't think they did it well. They just couldn't carry out the idea. They should keep working on that one because that's a great idea, the Mystical Oud, kind of giving a mysterious white floral essence to something that is so dirty. So I like the idea, but it's not very good. That's probably a 6 out of 10. Okay, so next one, Gardens of Lusail. Whoa, that's a cool name. All right. Very mysterious, Gardens of Lusail. Oud leather fragrance, okay. Going heavy into that oud, that kind of fecal, more animalic side of the things. Let's see. Oud and leather, cardamom, saffron, ambergris oud. Yeah, okay. So I'm getting the leather that they did in this. This is really good leather. This is definitely the second best one. Best one, yeah, Gulf Pearl. That was really good. Right, Gulf Pearl, was that the one? Yeah, Gulf Pearl is really good. And then Gardens of Lusail is also really good. If you like Tom Ford's ombre leather, then you're gonna love Gardens of Lusail because it's like that, but imagine with oud. So it's like more niche version of it. So it's like a better version almost. A little bit nicher and fancier. So those are the only two I would recommend out of that collection. And then, these ones, they're okay. Nothing to write home about. I don't really think their original collection is good, but the oud ones are actually, there's some decent ones in there. Specifically the Gulf Pearl and the Gardens of Lusail. So hopefully I saved you guys some time so you don't have to get the collection yourselves and you kind of have a little bit of a feel for what each one smells like and which ones are really worth buying and which ones are kind of like, you can skip that. So yeah, if you like this content, make sure to subscribe and like the video. It really helps the channel out. I'll be publishing a full video. Of course, we'll be doing the 2 clone sets, and I'll be making a full overall video of which ones were the best, my experience with getting the fragrances, and the presentation of the full-size bottle. So until then, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.